Hello bros, welcome to SFX0, BroFive production, and next part of Legends of Talia Arcadia. So I'm going right here. I myself have no particularly strong feeling about Foresight, but I do have some wrongs I committed in the past I need to put right. I can't abandon yet another village. Not to the same dragon. Not after I promised Celesta. So I jump. The dragon doesn't notice at first, it's too focused on Cecilia. That's why the plan works so well. I had land on the dragon's back and run up its long thick neck, stepping over the spines that protrude from the scaly skin. The dragon realizes there's something wrong at this point. It roars and shifts, trying to rid itself of this irritating parasite. I dig my sword into its back and hold on tight. The dragon sways back and forth. If I wasn't clinging for dear life, I'd be thrown off. Cecilia used this moment to advantage. You haven't defeated me yet. She fires yet another barrage of magic at the dragon. I think Cecilia hit the dragon's eyes because it roars in pain again. The dragon expels a plume of fire from its mouth, smoke from its nostrils, and slams its claws against the ground, chomps up the earth. But blinded by Cecilia's magical missile, misses its mark. The fire doesn't sing Cecilia. Instead, it goes over her head, hitting some of the trees that lie in Foresight village. Little Look Forest is burning. That's none of my concern. There's more than enough forest where that came from. Let it burn. I pull my sword out of the dragon's thick hide. My sword is covered in blood. Dragon's blood is a useful item used in a lot of elixirs, but it's very expensive. That's because it's so hard to come by. I could make a lot of money if I bothered this. But that's just an idle thought. I have to kill it first. I charge up the dragon's neck onto the head of the dragon shifts. One wrong move, one foot out of place could send me falling onto the earth or into the dragon's waiting maw. I need to end it now. I want to give Celeste a reason to trust me again, a reason to believe. In Talia, there's precious little to believe in. Having here a hero is one of the only things that can get you through the day. So I strike. I dig my sword onto the dragon's right eye, not until one Cecilia is blinded with a magic missile, and thrust down hard. I feel a resistance at first, but keep pushing. Then there's a pop. The dragon's right eye bursts in a shower with Sarah. The fluid sprays everywhere like a frog spawn glove of its stick to my neck, but my forehead is all in my hair. I'm not the one to care much about personal appearance. It's difficult keeping well growed when you're so often on the road, but even I have limits. It's disgusting. Still, I don't stop. I keep my fingers wrapped the hilt of my sword and plunge it deeper and deeper yet. The dragon crashes and bridges beneath me, screeching in pain. I don't pay it any heed. I don't feel any sympathy. The beast has done enough damage to Foresight village already. I deserve everything it gets. It deserves everything it gets. My blade pierces through the dragon's eye, right through the beast's head. I manage to work the blade through the roof of the dragon's mouth, where it pokes out from folds of bright pink flesh like an extra tooth. Sharp and glittering. Deadly. The dragon howls, it writhes in pain and bleeding. And now it's blind, but it's still alive. Shit. Tenshious bastard. It's hard to bring these down. It ran on the box and flipped from its back and fall to the air. My body hits the ground with a loud thud. I curl on myself winching, but there's no time for that. I can't let myself lie there dazed and winded. I need to move. I roll away and not a moment too soon. One of the dragon's clawed feet slams down against the earth hard, right where my head was a mere 2 seconds ago. The dragon rocks and reaches towards. It doesn't breathe fire though. Maybe it can't, with the sword wedged through the roof of its mouth. Its teeth are sharp and glittering even in the moonlight. Large drops of bright red dragon blood, worth 10 golden glitters a pop, rain down on me. I avoid them. A dragon's blood, much like a dragon's fire, can burn. Arcadia! It's Cecilia. She runs towards me, avoiding a sweeping blow from one of the dragon's claws. She at my side, as quick as a flash. I reaches out a hand, helps me up. Are you alright? I'm fine. That's what I say, but my head is ringing. I think I must have hit the ground at an awkward angle. At least I haven't broken any bones. You should be worrying about me right now. But you're hurt. I live and so will the dragon if we don't do anything. You need to stop it now. We still have a chance. Stop it? Me? Yes, you. Only you can do it. But I can't. I have done everything I can. And I thought you were a stubborn girl. I didn't realize the word "can" appeared in your dictionary. But aren't you doing this to save your village, to save your sister? I am, but I don't see what I can do. I do. Cecilia's hair is disheveled and clothes are tattered and torn. Her cheeks is cut open and it's bleeding slowly. But she hasn't been defeated. Not yet. Do you know any powerful ice magic? Yes, but then use it. What? Use it on the dragon, quick, while it's still confused. But I just bounce right off its scales. Then don't aim at the scales. Aim at its mouth. The mouth? Cecilia frowns, her brown furious as very slowly realization dawns. She finally figured it out. Dragons can't stand the cold. If it fill its mouth with ice, the shock might just enough to fell it. That's right. If anybody can do it, you can. But you're the brave warrior, not me. And Forsyth is your village, and it's your duty to protect it. And I pound upwards towards the dragon's head. My sword is still stuck through the roof of its mouth. I can't do much like this. I'm relying on you. Well, if you need me, then... Cecilia swallows. She eyes up at the dragon. It towers above her. Its wings large and scaly, its claws deadly and sharp. But she doesn't falter. Instead, she takes a step forward. The whole body starts to glow. Its magic aurora energy pulls off her. Instantly, the temperature seems to drop by 10 degrees. I tremble. Hey, you. You tormented me and my family long enough. It's time for you to put an end to this. The dragon turns, still roaring in pain. His mouth is open wide. A perfect target. I won't show any mercy. As Cecilia unleashes her magic, it isn't a few simple snowflakes. It's a vertical barrage of ice, a thick, almost impenetrable wall. The ice flies through the air in a huge thick chunks. They buffet the dragon's side. Several of the ice shards hit through, and they fly into the dragon's open mouth, shocking it. The dragon reels, still bleeding, slowly dying. It staggers. It's alive, but the sudden shock of cold now invading its body must be cooling its blood. Its body temperature will be dropping. I can't survive much longer. And this is for my sister. Cecilia sweeps her hand through the air, yet another ice projectile is shot towards the roaring, crying, dying lizard. The projectile is thick and long, shaped like a spear, with both ends tapering off into a sharp point. The dragon dances upwards dazedly. It tries to move its large, lumbering body out of the way of the ice spear, but it's too late. It's lost too much blood and it can't move away in time. It can't escape. Whoa, that's a new picture. The ice spear strikes through. It impales the dragon's head. It runs right through it, piercing the brain. The dragon teeters, shakes and sways, and then, with an almost intimate hiss of pain, it pitches forward. The dragon's head slams against the ground, still leaking blood. Its tail flops to the earth, and its wings land atop its fallen body like leaves of a book. It doesn't stir. It doesn't move. It's dead. Arcadia? Celesta wheels towards me in her chair. Her eyes are bright with admiration. The irises are filled with flickering embers. Arcadia, I was wrong. I'm sorry. She shifts. Maybe it's because of the strong smell of burning that hangs in the air. Celeste's eyes, very pale blue, just like her sister's, are Phrygian with some of the most marvelous lashes I ever seen. You really are a hero. Not really. But you saved my life. You saved my village. I couldn't have done it without your sister. She's the one who really killed the dragon. We... Celesta sniffs she wipes her eyes with the back of her arm. We captured you. We were going to kill you. It's not the first time it's happened. I turned against you. I stopped believing in you. Because I turned against you first. I know I should focus on having Cecilia and the other villagers put out the fires, but right now I need to talk to Celesta. These conversations have been long overdue. 12 years overdue, in fact. I don't think I should apologize for what happened to you in Freycross, because that was unfortunate. I didn't lead the dragon to your village. I never wanted to attack you, but I could have helped you, and I didn't. I thought aiding you would be too much hassle, and I already written you off for dead, so I left you. I left you die. At the time, I told myself that was the kindest thing to do. I thought you wouldn't last the night. I underestimated you, just how stubborn you were. Well, Cecilia, you just haven't inherited it from somewhere. I pause. I'm not used to talking so much. Conversation never been my forte. I prefer short, snappy sentences, orders, commands. That's how it was in the army. But inspirational talks, meaningful discussions, heartfelt apologies, I'd rather not. That's not a lot of things I'm not good at. I just happen to be very, very good with my sword. A lot of people seem to think that makes up for all my other weaknesses. Nobody knows me as Arcadia the poor public speaker. I'm always Arcadia the great warrior. It's funny how that works. I couldn't let you suffer once more. I know that now. And while knowing your apologies don't have much worth, I like to think my action can speak for me. I hope I was able to make it up to you, Miss Celesta. Even if that was with violence, it's the only way I know how. Just a sight, she cups her cheeks with her hands. You're even cooler than I imagined. Cool? Celesta isn't the only one who's fawning. The other villagers are approaching me, old men and women, mothers and fathers, young children. They are all coming to look at the great warrior hero. Never mind, her village is still burning. Evidently, I'm more important. Never mind that they were going to watch me executed tomorrow. I guess that just water under the bridge now. Who is that? Arcadia? Is it really? The one who fought at Cadiz? Who saved the Amaranth village? The one who worked as a warrior priest. The real Arcadia. In the flesh. She saved us. She killed the dragon. And the people start to cheer. They surrounded me in a circle with Celeste at the forefront of her wheelchair. They all want words of wisdom and encouragement or autographs. A woman even asked me to bless her children. I brush her away. I no longer filled with my shirt. I have no authority to bless anybody. Oh, where are your manners? Forgive us. Celeste holds one hand up, calling for silence. Obediently, the villagers quiet them. We should be asking for favors from you after all. Did so much for us. Instead, Cesar looks at me importantly. One hand rests on her chest. Is there anything we can do for you? I shake my head. Really? Nothing at all? Cesar sounds almost desperate now. I need to apologize somehow. I have to. After plotting against you as the leader of Farside Village, I must. But I shake my head again. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But being able to prove my worth was more than enough of a reward. Everybody in Talia calls me a hero, but I haven't felt like much of a one for a while. All I do is fight and kill. Isn't that really so heroic? But this night, I think I finally had something worthy. I protected Celesta. I fought alongside Cecile. And I have saved this village. I don't know if it will get added to my ever-expanding legend. Farside Village is too small. I can't imagine many people have heard of it. I can't imagine many people will care that it will continue to live for another day despite the odds. But I care. Heroes should fight because they want acclaim and recognition or rewards. They should fight because they know deep down inside their hearts that they're doing the right thing. That they're making a difference. What other reason is there to pick up a sword? It's the only reason I need, but it's a little hard to come by. I'm just glad for once. I was able to save some people who really truly needed it. Well, that's a place to save. Let's see, how many pictures do we have left? 2. So next time I'm gonna read the 2 lost pictures. I'm not sure if I'm gonna really have to make a Sakura end intro from this, but it won't be a Sakura end intro. There will be Legands of Talia Arcadia end intro. But it's a couple of good pictures, so I will still make it. So at least that was all I have for Legands of Talia Arcadia this time. So hit like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. BroFive!